Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
He's here. He's here. Yeah, you lead us.
Yeah, 100%. Mr. Ben Ready. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do best. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shine 2019. We are here for Melee Doubles Top 8. I'm here with Stock Money. This is Mr. Ben Ready. We're on the fill-in tip. We kind of scrambled to get here.
Oh, yeah.
Short notice, but we are here, and we're happy to be with you on BTS. And we're going to get right into the winner's side of Top 8 doubles.
We
Should
got
be
one
some exciting Melee.
Oh yeah, we got one hell of a match coming up. It's going to be Mewtwo King Plup versus Arkouda and Captain Faceroll. So this has been kind of like the Cinderella story of the tournament for them. They benefit off of Hungrybox now making it for doubles. So Chudat went down into losers pretty early with a level 9 CPU, but they also beat Slox and Lint to make it here, as well as Polish and Juicebox. And the thing with Plup and Mewtwo King, they kind of had a scare. They had to reverse 3-0 DJ and G Money, so I'm really interested to see how this will go.
Yeah, G Money and DJ are just not a team to be trifled with at all. If you can overcome those guys, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see these guys teaming again, really, because they have some of that like Armada Android-esque teams magic when they have everything going correctly, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Some of the best synergy in the business. You know, Mewtwo King's been all over the place today, too. My man's literally been switching between Ultimate Doubles and Melee Doubles, so we'll see how sharp he's looking in this one.
Yeah, I feel like all the double competitors have just really been, like, in a mad dash all day. Hungrybox has not stopped running around since he got here. He was late, obviously. We talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
We're going to get right into it now. Best of 5. All of top 32 actually was best of 5 for Shine.
Which is wild.
Yeah,
That's
very
great.
nice.
Oh my god, absolutely going to town on Captain Faceroll to start that stock off. These two are really showing their dominance in the mirror match.
Yeah, you've got to assume that when you're up against these two guys that they're going to be looking to use Sheik to edge guard and deal and rack that damage, and then Fox is going to be there to get those quick kills when the percentages are right.
I think the dynamic I'm most interested to see is how Arkouda deals with being bullied by Plup and Mewtwo King, because that really seems to be kind of the start of this game. Getting comboed by Captain Faceroll there, gets hit by the straight nair. Not looking too hot for our heroes.
Yeah, double edge guard there from one of the best in the game right now to do it.
Okay, this is kind of just a scramble situation right here.
Yeah, Plup just kind of like stopped moving there for a second.
They kind of were just doing their own like 1v1s, and like they weren't really looking so hot either way. A lot of stray hits, but that'll happen in the middle of the battlefield sometimes, especially if they got this lead. They're looking mad comfortable. Oh man,
Nice job by Faceroll there to like kind of clean up that a little bit, you know. Might be the only stock they're able to take by the looks of it, though. They are on the ropes here against Mewtwo King and Plup.
Ooh. Arkouda's really quick to punish off the F-throw. Mewtwo King goes for that F-throw gimmick a lot because Plup can fall off of it quick. But conversely, if numbers acts fast enough, Arkouda I should say, you can up smash that like super free, so he went for it. Just keep in mind, Arkouda is the artist formerly known as Infinite Numbers, the former Ice Climbers player in Smash Summit, people know him for. But, you know, he's looking pretty nice with the Fox most of this bracket, not this game, though.
Yeah, he has really reinvented himself, and I like the decision, like, I'm going to switch characters and tags. Like, I want a completely new identity for myself.
Yeah, this is like his third tag switch. He was Rich Boy Rich before this. Yeah, not looking kind of poor this game. But, you know.
Looking economically stunted here.
Certainly. Din's fire? Oh, no chance. Ooh. Oh, they're trying to gimmick up in this.
If anybody is going to be able to successfully just gimmick you, it's going to be M2K. He knows every gimmick in the book.
Yeah.
Not an awful game by any means by Arkouda and Faceroll. You're just up against two guys that are two of the best to ever pick up one of those controllers.
They kind of picked it up like
towards the end, definitely.
Yeah, Arkouda was actually starting to feel himself more. I'm really interested to see how they'll do it on the counter picks.
Yeah, Faceroll was able to get that kind of like edge guard on Plup, which kind of allowed them to kind of start edging their way back into the game. Unfortunately, just a little too late.
Yeah, if they're going to do it, taking a gamble on a stage like Pokemon, I think would be the move. Just granted, you know, it gives strength to both foxes, but like the Sheiks also have like some platform maneuvering, but like it's usually not a great stage for Sheik against Fox. So okay, Dreamland, interesting. Lots of space is probably the play though, is what I was alluding to.
Yeah, these guys are so good in teams. You really want to either try to maximize the amount of like scramble situations and like and team fighting that's going on by making a smaller space, or trying to separate them out using a larger stage like it looks like they're trying to do now.
I've liked Faceroll's 1v1 versus Mewtwo so far though. It's actually been like pretty solid. The only problem is Mewtwo is not going to give him any room to ever save Arkouda, so he's got to actually make these spots where he gets the scenarios versus Mewtwo and like actually make it work. Ooh.
Tough back air there. Mewtwo gets the edge guard on Faceroll.
Okay.
Oh, that was very nice Shine Bear from Arkouda there.
Quick. Knows how to press more buttons, that's for sure, than he used to. Doing
much better this game already.
Yeah, kind of just fell completely flat on the edge guard there against Plup. But it's tough. You don't always know if you're going to be able to cover the angle or not, so I feel him there. Mewtwo does not let up though. Like every time Plup's in an edge guard, like getting edge guard, Mewtwo will immediately pop in there, just spot dodge down smash.
Yeah, he's relentless with it too.
And it's not looking
terrible.
Yeah, terrible. But it looks really bad for numbers in the Arkouda in the sense that he's just gonna have a hard time. You know, he keeps ragging up all this percent, and like he's the one that's getting opened up on more than Faceroll. So I don't know. Ooh. Faceroll got absolutely murked by that down smash.
Oh, and now Arkouda's way off stage.
Super smart by Faceroll to immediately throw out that up air. Completely saved Arkouda. Really smart.
I feel like he's just playing way too much near the ledge here. This is both of their games. Like Plup loves to be here and Mewtwo loves to be here. And he's getting some straight hits, but he really needs to get back in there and assist Faceroll.
The man's literally famous for ledge gimps. You're playing with the devil there, truthfully. Like
Arkouda now down to his last. Faceroll soon to follow.
Okay, a little cheeky from Arkouda, actually getting an opening on Plup. He's actually done pretty well against Plup, both of them really this game. Whereas last game, I think he could never get an opening. It was kind of like, you know, he had that one like gimmick spot on the 1v2, but really wasn't able to work it. But he's actually been doing super well against Mewtwo in particular this game.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with you there. And I think that Faceroll's done a good job of pulling himself away from his 1v1 at the right times to assist.
He's been a little slow though, because Faceroll kind of just fed him like an easy up smash.
Yeah.
And he just like was not ready for it. But there's so much going on, you can't always fault him. But in these high-level team scenarios though, it's just like you got to be ready for it.
You got to be ready for anything, including Zelda, apparently. Oh, the drill! Nobody expects the drill.
Love the drill. I'll take a drill gimp over a shine spike any day of the week.
Plup and Mewtwo go up a easy 2-0 so far against Arkouda and Faceroll, but a much better game on that second Dreamland game there.
Space was nice. I'm interested to see if Faceroll can keep like he's doing a much better job of actually like giving Arkouda room to breathe, you know, giving these saves, because clearly, I mean, unfortunately Arkouda's the weakest player on screen, and it's gonna be rough, especially against two Gimp Masters. I actually think Plup's been a little slow to the gun too. Going straight back to Dreamland though, it wasn't undoable. It is going to be undoable though when Mewtwo immediately crouch cancels you and
you just head straight to the edge, and he just says, you know what, I'm good here.
Yeah.
You guys want to come on? That's fine.
Oh, Plup is absolutely destroying Arkouda right now.
Yeah, that was a brutal stock for Plup there. He was on the attack from go.
Really saying to him, welcome to the big leagues, buddy. It's going to be hard. Faceroll like separates himself from Arkouda when he doesn't have to. You know, team spacing's like really nice, but I notice he'll go for these like fadeaway nairs, and then like Arkouda will be like completely left to 1v2. That's just not a good call. But truthfully, Faceroll even admits himself that he hasn't played teams a lot. SoCal doesn't have a lot of teams. You know, you'd think like for someone who goes to every tournament with Squid, he'd be doing a lot of teams with his buddy, but nah, really no.
Certain regions just, you know, value teams more, have more teams events. A lot of singles events nowadays just don't host teams at all, like local-wise anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking for my region, NC, there are a multitude of weeklies that just don't run doubles because it's, you know, time-consuming and it doesn't bring out the people like it used to back in the day. So you may have players that enter doubles at nationals and really don't get to have that experience locally or in a practice scenario.
Shows a little bit, I will say. MikeHaze really taking the role of the stock tanker he always is too, especially this game. That's what I'm noticing. He's really not letting them really interact at all. I say that as he gets
Commentator's curse, though. Huh? How about that?
That's what it is. I'll take that if it's my boy getting the smash.
So one thing I would say about Arkouda is that it is very hard to drop a character that you have taken to the level that he took the Ice Climbers, start over, pick a new character in Fox. Probably the hardest character in the game to really technically play or execute movement with. And then to try to learn singles, and now you're going to enter doubles and try to also pick up his doubles game. It's a lot. It's a lot to download. And to already be here in this scenario in top 8, this far into his Fox career, this is a good sign for things to come for him.
Man. Absolutely. And Plup just like grabbed Faceroll like 5 times in a row, and every single time he got one, even if it was just like some pummels, he just completely punished off it perfectly. All right, Faceroll showing signs of life towards the end. Oh.
Ooh, tough. They're starting to grease the gears. I think once these guys get into like winners finals territory, we're gonna see some interesting combos.
I mean, they're gonna have to against CLG, right? And that's it.
And that is the 3-0 and a fist bump for Arkouda and Captain Faceroll. Still got losers for those guys. We are in the winners top 8 section here. Very, I would say, not quite a slaughter from MikeHaze and Plup, but
yeah,
you can see why those guys are seated and revered the way that they are.
Definitely rough, and like a very unexpected, you know, winter semis. We were kind of expecting the classic Plup King versus Team Liquid, you know, chew that hungry box.
Yes.
But you know,
this has been a crazy event. Like overall, I would say that just this has been a hectic and chaotic event so far. In terms of bracket, in terms of performances and doubles, in terms of getting the stream and everything running and on track.
We're living now, though. I mean,
yeah, I mean, we're lit. We're fine.
Yeah.
And we just appreciate you guys hanging tight with us as we got everything worked out today. We're happy bringing you some Melee action. What do we got next for the people's stock money? Oh, okay. So we're going to see Arkouda and Captain Faceroll come back on for their losers bracket match immediately, it seems.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, Hax and Moki just played, they just kind of rinsed Swooper and Toussaint, who ultimately had like a pretty good run. Hax and Moki being, I believe, the 9th seed of this tournament, so, you know.
Yeah, Moki Doki is definitely one of those guys.
5th seed, actually, because they would have played Fiction and iBDW, who would have played CLG. So they lost to them, and I don't know, this is a tough draw. I would say that Numbers and Faceroll are both fairly familiar with Hax's tech patterns because they've played both a lot. Numbers haven't played in New England Tri-State quite a bit. Faceroll haven't played Hax at a lot of different events. Moki, though, is the wild card here for me. And
yeah.
I think Moki is an absolute monster in teams. These guys have teamed before. It's kind of like the sequel to Moki Westballs. That was like a really common team. The last 2 Shines, they also made top 8. So Moki's got like a pretty solid track record for making top 8s and teams that shine.
And it seems like Moki's kind of like coming into his own this year in terms of singles as well.
Yeah.
He's had some really, really great results this year. And him teaming up with Hax, like you said, they have that chemistry from the past. Just seeing Hax back in the game
before,
and competing, it's just great to see him back, you know?
He wasn't. Moki almost wasn't gonna make it. You know, shout outs to Matt.Zeb for organizing like a GoFundMe right before this, getting him out here. We've really got like some players I thought weren't gonna make it, like Swedish Light. You know, I mentioned these guys beat Toussaint. I was worried about Toussaint. You know, we're missing some of the heavy hitters, but overall, like tomorrow in singles, it's gonna be an absolute bloodbath.
Oh yeah, 100%.
One of the most brutal top 64s in a while. And truthfully, I think. Another fun thing is that Smash was fairly stacked. What makes this tournament cool is the entire top 128 going through round 2 pools is all best of 5. So after round 1 pools, it's going to be an all best of 5 bracket. So you're going to see some high-level melee, plenty of matches tomorrow. And, you know, hopefully Moki making it around the top 8. I think Moki's going to play Fiction in tomorrow. That's why I said he was 9th seed. I was getting confused with singles. It's hard when you're seeing all these events, but yeah. That's what it is. Yeah,
I mean, it's an exciting weekend of Melee coming our way here, and we're going to be on BTS Smash 2, BTS Smash 4 for Melee, and then you guys can catch the other BTS streams for Ultimate as well. Shine is, I would say, the most iconic New England event by far.
Bar none. Bar none.
And I had a great time at my first one in 2017. I was sad to miss 2018. Super happy to be back here again for 2019.
Absolutely. And, I mean, we're not even... Okay, yeah, Hacks was taking a minute apparently. Good classic. I think actually like earlier on when he was on for top 8 over at the other stream, I think like one of his like Arduinos like messed up. He had to get like another Arduino, so he's like I'll just take this one immediately. Like they're like, oh, we'll go get you one. Nope, not happening. He just grabs one.
That's so hilarious. If anybody was going to have experienced any kind of issues with an Arduino or anything like that, you know it's going to be him.
I mean, the guy who literally manufactures the Dweens. Like, are you kidding me? I can't be funnier than that. And another hand warmer. Love it. I mean, the action's not even. I was gonna say the action's not even done after this, though. You know, after we finish up double stop 8, we're gonna go into Cruise as well. Cruise should be pretty fun. The 2 crews you'll see later on are Hax's Haram and what is it? Or Hax's Harem, I should say, and Jesse's Angels. Hax's Harem is one of the most stacked teams I've ever seen. You have Fiction, Slox, Plup, just to name 3, and then on Jesse's Angels you have iBDW, Toussaint, you know, and then you have some regional talent like Joy Boy, Get a War Machine, and then you even have Smile Army, which is kind of like this collaboration of MDVA and Ohio. That'll be pretty fun. That's going to be Dreffen Boyd and Jake and Shaken and Bobby Bigballs and Polish. So, you know, even after this set, which I'm sure is going to be pretty good, and whatever we have after, you're in for some good matches today, people.
Yeah, certainly.
These guys looking pretty composed though for kind of getting worked, I will say.
Sometimes when you get waxed like that by like a super duper top player, you will often have that like fire of like, well, you know, at least we had a couple of good games versus those guys. They're probably gonna win the tournament.
Yeah. Moki is like frozen like a statue and has been for a minute. I kind of thought I was like bugging out for a second. All right, there you go.
No, dude, the guy just has a game face. He has a true game face, and when he's in the zone, that's all you see. He's a stoic like a robot, or an android, I should say. Maybe a cyborg.
Oh my God, now they're doing RPS. Hax is a character, good God. I'm just having a blast watching Moki's facial expressions. My dude is looking like absolutely mystified by what's going on. Numbers looking cool as a cucumber per usual. Any day now, people, really.
That is a look with the headphones over the ears like that.
I'm like,
that's a true look.
I don't even know what that is.
That is a true look. You can only pull that off if you have hair like that.
No doubt. All right, now we're going to win. Double Fox, Sheik Fox. Straight to Battlefield, the Hacks Classic. Gotta love it.
Hacks on the keys right now, on the box, as we all know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Recently on his return to form.
Faceroll actually had an amazing edge guard there, but he hesitated for that last hit and didn't quite. Fox wasn't just quite at that percent where you can just bear that low.
And that was the problem last set too. They had openings, but were just like too slow to react, which happens.
I think they're going to have a lot more leeway in this matchup than they had versus, you know, King and Plup for openings and mistakes, both.
Oh, definitely. And that's another thing too when you're playing like a high-level mirror match, like you know, the same team versus the same team. They'll have not only like the tactics how to deal against you, but you know, they know the character now perhaps even much better than you, right? So you're kind of at an inherent disadvantage, whereas, you know, double Fox, it's gonna be you're gonna get way more openings and way more combos just in general.
I feel like, you know, with 2 Foxes, there's more room for error on the other team's part as well in terms of just like hitboxes and stuff like that, just being all over the place, because you have those super deliberate chic play style of Mewtwo King, and then going straight into this, it's like going into a pure chaos blender.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, act off that. Yes, love that. Finally starting to get more, you know, more in the groove.
And they're being very reactive this game when it comes to each other as well, I feel.
Oh, and you got to be, especially against Fox. Reactive synergy is going to be huge if you want to take him out quick, because it's such a quick matchup in general. You know, even when the Foxes are down low, and this is like the first stock lead I've seen them have in a while in any of their sets.
Yeah, and really in the modern doubles meta, I don't really find a lot of teams are even spending a lot of time edge guarding. They're just trying to get one character off stage and then turn and 2v1 the other character.
Yeah. That's definitely super fair. I mean, it's still, you got to treat both characters equally, and Faceroll's actually, you know, you said it at the beginning, he's been going to town this game so far.
Yeah, he's been MVP, whereas I would feel like Arkouda may have been one of the standout players in that last set.
Yeah.
He is definitely holding his own and proving himself in this set.
Yeah, Arkouda really just kind of has to hold it down this game. Faceroll's showing he's super confident with these edge guards, which has kind of been, you know, his namesake and really the grind of, he's, you know, been Facerolling over these Foxes for the last year or so. So got him all the way up to, you know, top 15 level. Do
you happen to know which Fox is Moki and which one is Hax?
I would guarantee you that Moki is Poppy.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, by the nature that Hax will throw out like every single short hop nair in the business, and that's kind of been his MO to combo Faceroll the whole game. Hax often comes to you know, this region to play. He's kind of like pseudo New England tri-state as far as like the tournaments he attends these days. So I definitely think Moki's Poppy, but yeah, really clean start from Arkouda and Faceroll.
Yeah, but definitely nothing unobtainable for Hax or Moki. I think we're in for a much better and much more competitive set than we got in our last outing.
What do you think are some adaptations that Moki and Hax got to make, Ben Ready?
I mean, they really need to crowd them. I feel they were getting kind of separated and juggled back and forth a little bit more than we saw that Faceroll and Arkouda were able to do to Mewtwo King and Plup. I've watched Moki and Hax a little bit today. I've been kind of like walking around to the different setups and watching different people, and I just saw when they were doing their best, they were really all over one person most of the time. So I really would like to see them, you know, maybe try to work the percent on one of these characters and get them knocked far away, and maybe try to isolate Faceroll a little bit more, or if they can identify, you know, Arkouda as the weaker link, go on him more a little bit.
Well said. You know, I saw Faceroll got like the perfect spacing for an up smash, and that's always the danger, because you'd pick FD because Fox is inherently pretty solid on the stage. You don't have platforms, so Sheik doesn't get to play her game as much, which is huge considering that was kind of Faceroll's entire you know, game plan last time. But Faceroll's got a lot of anti-Fox tech on FD. He's no slouch. He's gonna do really well with the tilts and getting like bizarre spacing. Love Moki's weight there. Actually made it back. Super key.
He's still back, like even after the recovery, and they just kind of like let him back on stage. They did it again. He's still on the side of the stage. He finally gets to regain center, but he just gives it back up. This dude is playing with no fear. This dude is playing with no fear.
Yeah.
And he gets treated like somebody who plays with no fear when he gets back aired right there, but it's all good.
No. Arkouda's with it.
Arkouda manages to take out Hax's third stock there.
He's on his own against these two.
Yeah, Arkouda now stepping it up on this game.
It's what it's going to take, you know? It's a team game.
Great job by Moki to interrupt the edge guard. I don't know how she just died to Fox down tilt off the top right there.
Yeah.
That was very low for
Bizarre.
that. Yeah. Oh, wow, we've got a juggle here.
And Hax did a really good job of, Arkouda had the read on Moki and was going to get a super hard punish. Hax doing a great job getting him out of here. That's what I noticed. These two are like always on top of each other, ready to follow up.
Ooh. Moki's in trouble here now. Oh, nice up throw from Hax to save the day.
Yeah, getting plenty of saves.
Not sure if that was intentional or not, but at this level, you got to assume.
For sure.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. I think in that spot, it worked out that he was up throwing Arkouda anyway, but it was kind of like one of those two birds, one stone thing, which is huge in teams, you know. Because ultimately, you're throwing a lot out, but it's all going to be calculated, and that certainly paid off.
Hax plays a little risky over there and tries to like ledge dash bear someone, and it ends up costing him the stock.
Yeah, he got super lucky getting weak bear at like 157, so he managed to live. But Faceroll was like super quick to just finish him up with up bear.
They managed to clean up that stock for Arkouda. It's a tied game now, but the momentum definitely seems to be on the red team side.
Yeah, and I noticed the red team kind of takes like turns like one of them will hold it down. Like last game it was Faceroll, this game it's Arkouda, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's what's kind of allowing them to kind of force Hax and Moki to almost play similarly. They're just kind of like letting one of them go in and fight at the same time, kind of like in a movie where you see one guy getting attacked by 40 ninjas around him in a circle, but instead of all like attacking at once, they just come in at one at a time and get all their get all handled by one dude.
Love that. Phenomenal analogy. Could not say that better myself. Oh, love that. Thought Arkouda was going to go cheeky with like a shine off that, but he's just getting the guarantees. And they're up 2-0.
And they're feeling good.
The
they're feeling good. They're all smiles. They're looking good.
And I'm not going to act like Faceroll and Arkouda weren't highly seeded. They're the 11th seed of the tournament. It's not like this is like some crazy Cinderella story, but
they're really up on that TV though, huh?
They're with it.
They're like knees are touching the TV right now, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. Arkouda with the electric hand warmer, getting ready for it. Back to FD. Curious. I don't know. I think like I'd maybe wonder if they'd go Pokemon, but they're just probably scared that a Faceroll is going to go for the same kind of strats, especially now that Arkouda's shown, hey, I can actually hang with y'all. Like, maybe they just want to execute the same strat. It's not like that game was like really that hard of a stomp. It wasn't.
No, certainly not. I mean, it felt like for a while they were having moments that seemed like the game would be obtainable, but every time they were in a situation where they could tie it up or kind of get back in a lead, it just didn't work out for them.
Oh, and that's the fear right there. That's my fear. Like, are they just gonna chain grab Arkouda? And they kind of get it for a second.
Numbers is back up to no good over there on the edge, though. He is doing a lot of work this game so far.
Yeah.
Or not Numbers, Faceroll.
Yeah. You're just smart, you know. You're on FD, you kind of can get yourself into this mentality of like, oh, I could just like move around and position myself. Arkouda actually taking it super slow. That's the first time he's dash danced in like 20 seconds. He's kind of just like weighing it out because I think really what's made Hax and Moki struggle a lot is they've been really, they've had a lot of movement.
They're very active, yeah,
but
100%.
But Faceroll and Arkouda are like super keen to act on that. Rather than, you know, their approach of kind of taking it slow. Ooh, yeah. Going out there.
They have no problems like stopping completely. They'll just stand still on one side of the stage while one of the other ones, you know, like we were observing last game, like one of them fighting.
Without a doubt.
Things are getting bleaker and bleaker for Hax and Moki here in top 8.
Ooh.
Nice cleanup there from Moat.
Yeah, it's super clean. Yeah.
Hax coming in with a stock of his own now. What do we have here? All of a sudden the game's tied back up, and it feels like Blue is crawling back towards a lead here.
I think Blue team finally taken, more specifically Hax's. One of Hax's best things as a player is how quickly he acts off Shine for knockdown. And I wasn't seeing it a lot the first 2 games. I was actually seeing it more from Arkouda, but now he's coming back to life. Thing is, though, Moki's pretty much dead.
Arkouda did a great job of holding his own against Moki there on the edge and then winning the stock. I mean, that could be the stock that determines this game, and it looks like it will be.
Oh, great spacing from Arkouda to not hit Faceroll with the up smash too to kill Moki. That was phenomenal. This is incredibly
Ooh,
clean.
how did Hack survive there?
Box angle.
Possibly just delaying the inevitable as Faceroll and Arkouda clean up Moki and Hacks 3-0.
And make it the loser semis.
And go to loser semis. Arkouda, aka, you know, the Ice Climbers formerly known as Numbers, has to feel great about that.
Oh yeah, he's super happy. I haven't seen him this happy about a tournament in a minute.
That is a statement right there.
Yeah.
That is a statement about a new main right there. And a sign of really good things to come for him in singles, I'm sure, tomorrow.
He's not
and the
entering
next day.
singles.
Oh, he's not entering.
He's not about singles really these days. He's more of a doubles player. That was kind of his thing. He'd get like a little stressed out in singles. That's kind of why he quit the Ice Climbers to begin with. But you know, he's been making it work out.
Doubles is more fun than singles to a lot of people, and I'm definitely one of those people. I'm more, I have a lot more fun when I get to play teams with my buddies than trying to enter singles and take it super seriously when it's not really what I'm all about at that moment.
Ooh.
We've got a very interesting one for you guys coming up. Albert and MikeHaze taking on Fiction and iBDW. This should be some good melee here.
And this is really cool because MikeHaze and Albert have made an insane losers run. They lost in winners finals of their pool, or winners finals of their pool to, no, it was winners semis actually, to Wally and Fable. Thing is, Wally's not even ranked in New Jersey. Those two are both New Jersey players. And Fable's a Sheik who's been ranked in Utah and New Jersey. They kind of have a lot of static history. This is the first time, to my knowledge, that MikeHaze and Albert have teamed. But truly, they've made a losers run for the ages. And this is like kind of what people think is like a dream team in the form of iBDW and Fiction, the two really hot foxes. People have been dying to see this.
I would agree 100%. iBDW, I mean, you want to talk about somebody who's had an incredible year. Winning, I believe he won an award at SmashCon for Most Improved Player. Could not be more accurate. We are all patiently awaiting the day when this guy surprises us by winning a major or winning one of these super nationals, as we like to call them here.
Oh, yeah.
It's only a matter of time for him if he continues his current trajectory.
Without a doubt.
MikeHaze, someone who's got a phenomenal legacy in this game. Notorious, infamous, famous, all at the same time. Been around for almost 12, 13 years, I believe.
And Albert's the wonder kid. You know, his only two nationals before this he'd ever gone to outside of Texas were the National Melee Arcadian 2 earlier this year where he top 8'd, and the Big House 6, I believe, was the only ever time he's, those are the only two times he's left. So this is his third one. He gets to go to this because I believe he won something low tier city or a Texas qualifier that ended up getting him a free entry to this. So good for him.
That's a tough Arcadian to top 8. That's probably the toughest Arcadian besides maybe the National Arcadian to top 8 at.
That was a brutal one, yeah. So we'll see. Mike has a history of teaming with Falcons in the past, but I have no idea what to expect from Albert in teams. I'm really interested to see how he approaches it. Because he's very calculated in singles, but it's a completely different game, especially against two Foxes that, you know, Fox Falco's already annoying enough when they can destroy you off knockdown. It's going to be even worse with two of them, right? So
yeah, 100%. All right, MikeHaze and Albert in the blue. Fiction and iBDW, I believe FFF would be Fiction.
Yeah, I think so too. I was trying to figure that out, but I believe you are right. Ooh. Sucks that Albert was a knockdown there because that up smash was super clean and Albert would have had a chance to maybe go for like a full hop back air. Gets it again, kills both.
Trades for a trade.
This for a tat, as they say.
If he can clean this up, if they can take this stock, they can make it worth it.
For sure. Fiction getting the rough end of that one.
Yeah, Fiction got a series of unfortunate events right there.
Oh, yeah. Really smart angle from Albert. Unfortunately, iBDW was like immediate on that.
Just too fast, honestly. I mean, sometimes when you pick an angle that they're not suspecting, they're just fast.
Yeah. And that's what people have been looking forward to with these two. They're incredibly quick, and you know, you want to see how that pans out in teams, which is like there's so much action on the screen.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a demolition derby with all sports cars.
And so far the awareness has really been there. You know, it's almost like I hate to say it, but Hack Moki's like kind of like Fiction iBDW light in that sense. You know, we're kind of seeing like more of the same concept. This is more of the proof of concept, truthfully. And unsurprisingly, they've bullied the absolute hell out of Albert this game.
Yeah, I think Mike's played exceptionally well, too. I find that he's somebody that I think really genuinely gets underestimated a lot of times.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, he has a good set record against Fiction. You know, lifetime, but also recently. You know, has has 2 wins this year, actually, on Fiction. So, especially adapting to tech patterns in teams, too, is huge.
Yeah.
Just like being awareness, you know, especially from my neck of the woods over in New England, you know, people play, the same teams play over and over again. You get used to the tech patterns, you see people adapt. But seeing it on the big screen, you know, the big stage, this is it's a massive beast to see. Fiction with one of the cleanest
tight game here now. That was an insane stock.
iBDW has to hold it down.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, everybody really does, because he just took a lot of damage very quickly, but all of them started, you know, right at 0.
Albert, he got the worst end.
Oh, but he got bodied. He did so much. Oh, wow. This is so close now. MikeHaze versus iBDW. On paper, you got to assume this is going to be very one-sided.
Yeah, and Fiction got hit by the absolute worst part of backer he could have ever got hit by. But, you know, iBDW is just ready to act on it. And that's clutch.
Cody Schwab has not given Mike, he did not give Mike a single opening once it became a 1v1 scenario.
Yeah.
There was like that brief second of neutral, and then once Cody took over, it was done.
Oh yeah, cleaning it up, Schwab in the deck, taking the game, you know.
Schwab in the deck.
Schwab in the deck, that's my man. What do we got? FDU. That's what I'm talking about. Fiction starting off the game with like getting a really clean knockdown, bringing Albert 0 to 60. That's going to be super scary.
It's a ton of damage,
especially when you have no platforms to get out. It just makes me wonder why
you're in that once you take about 60 or 70, you're also in that like up throw like back air range basically, where things are just going to get really unfun.
iBDW with 100% accuracy rate, kill rate with the shine spikes this game so far too. That's gonna really be brutal. Finally messes one up.
He finally didn't get, I mean, he has really been nailing those all set long, and I'm sure all day long.
Oh, love that. Now see, that's Albert really showing the strength of Falcon, getting Mike out of that situation by spamming lasers. And then Mike, you know, quickly mashing out.
Albert's been kind of struggling to make an impact in this game like he was in the last one.
Yeah, other than that, like, one save.
He's got to be so careful playing over there with Fox. Either one of these guys could just shine you and kill you so quick. So far, he's stayed safe. Nice forward smash from Albert there.
Wow, that was such weird spacing. I really thought Mike was going to get hit by that too, but hey, we'll take it. Now Albert's starting to make it work. When he gets the open space and just plays game, you know, interrupting with lasers, it'll be good because Mike clearly has been with it, with the kills most of the set. You know, last
he just
game,
got a great one right there.
Yeah.
The shine get kill from MikeHaze was crucial in keeping them in this game, but it seems like their lead is fading away from them.
Fiction with a really uncharacteristic drop.
Oh, this is bad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're right.
That was very bad for MikeHaze. He took a lot of damage that he didn't really need to take after he lost his jump there.
Oh, love that down smash there. Oh, he was so close to maybe getting a cheek.
iBDW just played that situation so smart.
Brilliant.
iBDW cleaning up another stock on the edge there.
Oh man.
Straight hit up tilt.
Albert, you had an opening. you gotta work on that one.
Albert trying to avoid the grab.
Mike
unsuccessful.
barely not air dodging off. And now we're back to the same
really
spot we were
need
last game.
They really need something. They need a bad break. The bad break. Oh, if only Albert was able to take that stock, it would have been just what they needed.
Yeah.
To really get back in this game, possibly. That's 2-0.
Situation played out exactly exactly the same as the first game. Only instead of Albert getting shine spiked, it was Mike. That was brutal. I really want to see them try it with platforms. I want to see Albert like actually work it on them, because he hasn't been able to get much of a combo, if anything. Now, it's really been the lasers that's only been his real strength.
Who did you say that iBDW and Fiction lost to?
They lost to CLG. Yeah. Well, Albert and MikeHaze were the ones that got upset earlier today, but Fiction and iBDW have generally had a pretty good day today. They've beaten Hacks and Moki as well.
Yeah.
So I imagine their set with CLG must have been reasonably close. So just based on the way they're popping this game.
Yeah, they have really impressed me for, if you're saying that this is like their first time teaming together, but I mean, with the way they play in singles, it's really no surprise.
Yeah, no, Fiction said like he wasn't even going to bother with teams in this tournament. He was like, we got to do the dream team, and it's looking like it. It's looking like a nightmare for these two, though, I will say.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, Mike finally getting the chance to get a shine spike, but phenomenal angle from iBDW. Really doing a great job with recovery the whole set. And just, maintaining his gameplay, whether it's he saves, quick kills.
And it seems like he just gets better. It seems like they just get better game after game, too, because you look at the first game, and you see a game that was, like, actually pretty close. Second game, green team, like, really took over. Now this third game, it's, like, pretty dominant.
Yeah.
I mean, the stock lead is now tied up as I say that, but momentum-wise, up until this point, it's been pretty dominant from the green team.
I think the only problem is like they started to get like a little antsy or like a little impatient with trying to close it out last game, and that's why it got so close. Because to be quite frank, I don't think it had any business being that close, but this game is just all business.
Now, suddenly, 30 seconds later, we've got the blue team really up for the first time in this set, looking to capitalize.
Yeah. Ooh, needs that. There you go.
They really truly did, but they really needed Mike to live there too. But they're still up by quite a bit. Now just a single stock, and you know what they say about a stock.
Oh, Mike with a great. Oh man, what do they say about a stock being ready?
It's not a lead, especially in doubles. I don't know if they say that part, but I definitely do.
Words of wisdom.
Oh, Mike getting pressured off the stage again. That stock that he's holding on to is so valuable for them right now.
I mean, yeah, especially considering Albert hasn't done anything. Oh man, he's out of there. Living
barely
though.
Survives. That was only 100%.
And I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if I want Albert to take it. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll prove his worth.
Oh, and now Albert in the scary 2v1 here.
Very scary. High percent, but
he's Falco, though.
Needs a straight kill. He's.
Oh, this is going to get bad. Oh, you got to get out of there. You cannot hang out there.
He did a better job getting out of there than I thought, but that down tilt, I think, has to be curtains.
Cursed stock there, right near the end.
Oh, yeah.
A valiant effort from the blue team to try to get themselves back into that game, and for a second, it looked like they had it, and it just slipped shy of their grasp.
Do you think Albert should have taken that? I'm kind of antsy on that. I don't know.
I applaud Mike, for trying to be the team player. It's always hard when you're in that situation because it seems in the moment there's no way to not make it sound like you're a dick. There's no way to make it sound like you're being nice about it because you're in the moment. You're playing a set. It's very serious. You got to say it really quickly. There's no way to be like, hey man, I know that you played really hard this game. I know that you got some pretty good kills, but I need you to not take that stock right now because by the time you say that, the game's already lost. So you got to be like, don't take my stock. You just got to yell at them. And then you got to worry about apologizing to them later. So it's very hard to be in that position and be the person who makes that call. Honestly.
For sure.
Even if you can speak with someone super candidly and they're a good friend of yours, that sometimes makes it harder.
Oh, yeah.
Smash is not yet at the point where it's truly a business. So most of these guys aren't in business. They're playing with their friends.
Yeah, and I've watched those two throughout the day, and like Mike's kind of been like sensei, right? So he's trying to, he's not, you know, I like how you said that dynamic. He's not trying to yell at Albert, you know?
Yeah, 100%. You don't want to.
And they went all the way from, you know, potentially, they had to climb all through. So climbing from top 32 from like, presumably like 33rd all the way to
yeah, potential
5th,
33rd.
like, yeah, like that's no easy feat. Even if you are the 10th seed of the bracket still, but super interested to see what we have next.
Yeah, I mean, when you lose that early, though, as that high of a seed, you're still going to have an insanely tough bracket, in my opinion, you know?
Yeah. Well, now we got loser semis
now
against.
we're getting like the amalgamation of all of our commentary blocks so far.
Yeah, actually, completely right.
All we need is like the winner to play Beauty King and Plup, and we'll have everybody, but I don't think that's going to happen while we're on the mic.
No.
We won't be bouncing back over to winners until, I think, who's going to get on?
Well, we've actually been cross-running it, so our Armada and Jack Zilla are on the other stream. We've been doing top 8 side by side, so we kind of took over like in the middle part of losers. So I think after us, the winner of this is going to go on and play the loser of. Oh, and it looks like Plup 2 King's actually up 2-0 on CLG right now. If I'm looking.
Very interesting.
So we could have a really interesting top 3. We get what is the Cinderella story of this tournament in Arkouda Faceroll versus, you know. I said it before, the dream team, the 2 fastest foxes, you know, everyone's favorite Twitter foxes. I say favorite very loosely in some cases, but yeah, let's see what we do here.
They are definitely the yin and yang of Twitters. Like, I find that Cody's Twitter, especially in the past year since he's had such a good run, has been so wholesome and like full of like good content. And then you go on, you know, Fiction's Twitter, and it's just like the Fallout 4. Like, everything's just destroyed, and there's furniture upside down everywhere.
Yeah.
And people are, like, fighting in the streets.
Without a doubt. Looking pretty good so far, though. Ooh, Faceroll. Getting every opportunity you can. These guys look very good against the double Fox matchup, too. I'd be interested to see, you know, I think Plup 2 King was a really bad draw, but I'd almost think they wouldn't do too bad against CLG. I'm really curious to see.
They're doing well so far, man. I mean, they've been nothing but impressive today.
Oh, mess up. Crucial.
Arkouda and Faceroll, though, every time it seems like they might be done. They just got a little bit more left.
Oh, yeah, plenty in the tank.
Very nice grab from Faceroll there.
I like the choice to fair. It's a cool little mix-up, and it actually ended up getting Fiction killed in the process.
Fiction with the let's see, what year is it now? 2017, 19. It's an 18 years combo now.
Yeah.
They used to call it the 10 years combo.
Wow, and you know it's the story of the day. Arkouda actually hanging with the 2 foxes, looking just as good as they are. This is some.
Yeah, it's actually very impressive. Looking at his play on kind of like a macro level, like zoomed out. If he can apply a lot of these, you know, same approaches to the Fox Ditto versus people of this caliber in singles, it's a good sign.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, how you get rid of the player camera, you'd almost think he's one of them. Honestly.
Yeah, it would be hard to do the Pepsi challenge with Arkouda's Fox versus some of the, you know, mid to highs.
Yeah. They've actually been like disrupting each other a lot this game, Fiction and iBDW. iBDW just got killed by a straight up smash from Fiction. Yeah, might not matter though if Fiction actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say Fiction's been killing everyone. Like Fiction's been killing indiscriminately.
Everyone but himself.
Like a 12-year-old playing Grand Theft Auto. He's killing everyone indiscriminately without care or concern. Oh, this is bad for them too. Wow. Now
nice.
It's all tied up.
Slick from Arkouda.
This is a very, very winnable game here for the blue team. And man, would it not be insane to see these guys take out Fiction and iBDW after the run they've had today?
Be unbelievable. Oh, Arkouda, love the down tilt. He's looking clean.
Faceroll's trying to battle his way back into this match here.
Ooh, super tough though.
They cannot get locked down on a platform together. They don't. They need to. They've been doing very well to keep these guys separated, I think.
Arkouda's been having. Faceroll's been having a hard time to work off of what Arkouda's doing aerial-wise though, and that's gonna be really rough of Yashik.
It's a bold decision to just charge needles right there in the mix. Oh my God! Triple DPC!
What a game! What a game, Ben Ready.
First game of this set.
Oh my God!
Woo!
Faceroll adjusted in a seat. What in the world was that?
RIP headphone user. Sorry about that.
Unbelievable. Hey, deserved, man.
That was classic Melee right there.
If you ain't popping off like that after that, triple DVC. Oh my God.
I need a glass of grape Kool-Aid after that.
Yeah. Wow.
So does Faceroll as he takes a deep XL there. For the first time, it seems like his exterior of a charming customer service guy is cracked.
Oh, Lordy. And now here's the dynamic of this is the first time we've seen in the Double Fox versus Fox Sheik match where they actually opt for Pokemon over FD. And I think they like it. You know, I don't know if they actually got a chance to watch the set before of the Hacks Moki set, but this I think is like pretty good for iBDW Infection.
Faceroll getting things started off right there.
Yeah, but Faceroll gets to play its game more now, which I like.
Blue team off to a nice start here. They've got a little bit of momentum after they secured that win.
And Arkouda killed Faceroll, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
But it's fine. That's just more momentum for him.
Yeah, give me fire transformation, you know? It's like the dog name.
Oh, the
Rock, not what you want.
Murder Mountain coming up.
Murder Mountain. Sounds like a Donkey Kong stage.
The worst Donkey Kong stage of all time.
Yeah. Speedrunner's worst nightmare. All right. Let's play the zero interaction game.
Fiction deciding randomly to just go in. I'm just going to go in. Now I'm back out. Now we'll see what happens again. Fiction's going to go drop back in. He's making it very precarious for these guys. Just when they think they can relax, he comes back into the picture.
Yeah. Ooh.
Fiction just putting all of his confidence in Fox's aerials right there. Very, very close game here, and both of these teams willing to like slow it down and kind of play the game a little bit.
Yeah, not as hectic as the first one. I will say, ooh, that's really smart.
I feel that's been very beneficial to, you know, maybe after Fiction and iBDW's had that first game. I'm not saying they said to slow it down, but it looks like they've slowed their play down a little bit. I think that's actually been very beneficial for Arkouda and Faceroll because it's allowed them to kind of keep up.
The only real flaw I see from iBDW and Fiction, other than, you know, occasionally killing each other, is I don't actually think they've been great at following up on each other. I think it's just their raw individual performances, you know, coalesce to give like a pretty good opportunities for them, but never really the crazy follow-ups you might see from other Fox teams.
Wow, Arkouda almost got an insane up air kill there. It was just shy.
Not looking bad though, honestly. Even after the green team kind of got back in. Oh wow!
Nice back air there from Fiction falling.
How many DBZs are we getting in one set, Ben, already?
I have no idea, man. This has been a Dragon Ball fight for the ages. I feel like I'm watching Evo again. DBFZ.
Oh yeah.
Now the green team, with their first real solid lead of this game, they've got to play in a way that they want to maintain it, but Faceroll and Arkouda had a rough go of it on Stadium.
Immediately CC's the down tilt. Okay, iBDW, we see you. Oh, no.
That was a very nice sneaky back air, too, from Faceroll. Not quite able to secure that edge guard. It would have been so big if he could have done that. We would have been looking at like another situation like we had in the last game where they were suddenly able to just come back and win it at the last second.
Yeah, and let's not forget that save from iBDW, too. Really clutch there to make sure they didn't go to a last leg. Because we've seen, you know, in those last stock scenarios, you know, Arkouda and Faceroll are actually like very, very composed, which is great to see. Leads to some great melee.
Yeah, now we're all tied up here, 1-1, best of 5. It looks like we're probably going to be in for a slobber knocker, a real back and forth set.
What do you think the play is from Arkouda and Faceroll here?
Man, it's hard to say what they're doing wrong because, you know, on paper, looking at all of these guys as singles players, one would assume that this set would be going very differently for them. So I really have a hard time saying that they're doing anything wrong. Now, what could they be doing a little bit more right? It's hard to say as well. I think I think edge guarding is something that they could try doing. Fox is one of those characters that he's either going to recover or get hit and instantly not be able to recover like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's not really a big commitment to going out and edge guarding Fox. So maybe Faceroll playing a little bit more of that style of game could be beneficial for them. If it's going to stay at this pace, though, I really think they're not going to be far out of the set or out of this game.
No.
Another Gimp there from Faceroll.
That's great. Oh.
But he just SDs with the Unfortunato.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you know, this is reminding me of like kind of what they want to do, how they wanted to approach it against Plup King, but now they actually get to execute it a lot better.
Well, it's that pace, you know, King and Plup put a pace on you for sure.
Totally.
Very, very close game. I think this is going to be the case all throughout this set, as I said earlier. Wow, great down smash there. Wow, Faceroll is on a killing spree right now. It is like he is playing Halo 2 and just picked up the rocket launcher.
Oh yeah, big Dreffen energy with the double down smash.
Lots of double down smash and lots of, you're telling me, a jump canceled this grab from him. Another just brilliant between the lines of the Matrix down smash there from Faceroll.
Yeah. Absolute galaxy break.
Oh, he's getting juggled now.
Now they're getting the juggles. See, on Sheik, I'll be fair. On Sheik, it's a lot easier than on Fox. But, so I'm glad to see their action.
That was actually some really great reaction from Arkouda as well.
Oh, did Fiction just get in his way for that? I think so.
It's hard. I mean, you know, they're bouncing all over the place, you know. It's hard to tell which Fox is which sometimes when everybody's on fire.
Ultimately, though, I don't know even if getting that up air on Arkouda would have been diced. Now it'd be pretty good.
Ooh.
Oh, and now they got juggles too. Don't mess with my teammate. That's what Arkouda said.
Faceroll has to be so careful with this stock. Can't take any really unnecessary damage here.
Arkouda goes for the 50-50 of either I get this grab or I get the up tilt next time. Gets it. Now he's looking great. Oh, Shine Gimp. Yes. Wow.
Great edge guarding here from Faceroll. Yes. And man, the decision to hold the edge there from Arkouda just. They're locking down. They're locking this down, man. They're going to go up 2-1 if all goes according to plan here.
iBDW SDI'd out of his world to get out of that Shine Spike opportunity from Arkouda, but it might not really help him out too much. You say he's getting those Matrix down smash. You see iBDW Matrix stock in the F tilt.
100%. Back air there. That should be all she wrote. Wow.
And they're up 2-1.
Faceroll and Arkouda 2-1 up right now.
Unbelievable.
On one of, like, easily one of the best teams in this tournament. Easily.
Yeah. And easily some of the best players in the business, too.
I
mean, we got 3 top 15 players on screen.
Yeah, 100 P. I mean, all of these guys have put in the work in singles, and it's making for some great doubles action. And this is kind of the first set we've seen where it's been really, really back and forth, really, really close the whole time. So it's always good to have at least one of those when you get on the mic.
No doubt. I love me a good old-fashioned stomp, but at this level, you love to see the intricacies too. Oh, that dare from Faceroll, unbelievable. Didn't get the follow up on it, but the idea was brilliant. And now we might get a double edge. Oh, okay.
The down smash again! I have a feeling another one's coming!
Oh, 2 like microseconds early to cover that angle.
Man, Arkouda, I gotta re-emphasize, this guy's doing his thing right now.
Oh, he's playing unbelievable. I'll be frank, this team's performance today has been impressing me more than his singles career ever did, honestly. And, you know, that's coming from someone who's a friend of the guy, you know? Like, I think he'd even attest to that. This is unreal.
Nothing to hang your head about if this is your last set here, but, I mean, it really does look like they could win it.
Yeah.
They are just 6 mere stocks away.
Smart of Faceroll to intersperse himself there with the dash attack in between them, so they couldn't actually punish Arkouda. Okay.
iBDW and Fiction doing a great job of protecting each other there, and then it just kind of fell apart.
Ooh. Arkouda, now he's got the speed. So does Fiction, though. All right. First time Faceroll's whiffed the up smash all set. All day from when we've been on the blog, honestly.
100%, yeah.
There you go.
iBDW really putting in some work on this stock, and Fiction getting the final touch.
Yeah, and problem is like, Arkouda and Faceroll really tunnel visioned on the juggling there.
Yep.
iBDW was just like, oh, hey, I'll just up smash you. See ya. Like,
this is a tough stage, too. I mean, this is a really, really great stage for Double Fox. Man. Tough outing there for the blue team. They've got to not feel very great about that one. That's a 5-stock. iBDW and Fiction, that's the kind of performance that you would expect them to put on throughout this entire set.
Game 5, winner plays CLG because Moki and Plup on the other stream 3-1 them. So, you know, they got whichever team plays, they got quite a challenge ahead. The only question is which one gets to step up to the plate. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is one of the most, I think, the most pivotal set of the tournament so far. Even more so than the winners finals, just because of the level of competition and how vastly different it's how vastly different these guys, where they're at in their careers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good of Arkouda to bounce back from that. I was really nervous for a second.
He was almost gone.
I wonder, actually, maybe Faceroll can get like kind of what he's famous for with the tech chases on here a little bit. Some micro tech chases, because I actually think he was starting to get it popping on Fiction a little bit, and that's why Fiction's chilling at a cool now 93 after that forward air.
And I feel like Arkouda's just getting a little too antsy with that up smash.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting shielded a lot. You really don't want to get, you know, up smash out of shield when somebody shields that.
No. Yoshi's, you're all about that horizontal kill game too, which I think is something they've excelled at all day. So I do like this as the counter pick game 5. I'm sure they would have brought it out had they, you know, not 3-0'd Hacks and Moki. I'm sure it would have been one of their first ones. Ooh. Wow, really great spacing. Yeah. Like all, Arkouda just notices they mess up and immediately punishes as soon as iBDW lets go. And no fear going out with these edge guards too.
Yeah.
You can't on Yoshi's.
It's game 5, baby.
Yeah. Make or break. Yes, really smart.
That was a good save. And smart by Arkouda to not just get back on the stage immediately and kind of buy some time and wait.
I was going to say, brilliant stall. Faceroll relentless.
Yeah, but Fiction's just doing such a good job of guarding his partner. The blue team's starting to fall off now. This is bad. This is where things started to go bad for them last game. Oh, nice, the double up air.
Killed the up air, love it.
Second up air does enough. Ooh. Perfectly timed interruption from Fiction, but it's just not quite enough to stop the edge guarding of Faceroll.
This has been unbelievably like back and forth.
And now Faceroll might be gone again. He is. Last stock for Faceroll. Could the Cinderella story be ending? It's almost midnight.
Oh, you know Arkouda's trying to get that slipper to fit though.
Ooh, the shy
guys.
The shy guys almost ran interference there. Oh, and now it's last stock for Arkouda.
Yeah.
This is so bad now. God, it was so close, not even a minute ago. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Fiction and iBDW secure the win.
But hey, at least they managed to laugh it off.
And Arkouda and Captain Faceroll, an insane doubles run from both of them.
Yeah.
Can't really say enough nice things about the way that they played today. Really the surprise and the shock of the day, and to make it that far and play to Game 5 against, you know, Fiction and iBDW is it's no small task.
Yeah, it was honestly a pleasure to watch. I'm glad we kind of got to watch them do that top 8 run throughout. And, you know, Fiction and iBDW is starting to pick up. I'm really interested to see how they'll do against, you know, the Fox-Marth combo, which I'm sure is coming up on the mainstream. But, yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy games.
Is that it for us?
I do believe that is it.
That's it for our kind of like side stream of the other side of top 8. But we would like to give a thanks to our sponsors before we get out of here. Of course, we're going to be talking about Overclocked. You can use the discount, or Battle for the East 2019, where you can use the discount code Overclocked for $5 off at battlefortheeast.com in Atlantic City. That's going on October 4th through 6th.
Yeah, and that's Overclock GG helping work that. They're a great organization for Ultimate over in the New England region. Shoutouts to Temper, one of the head organizers of the event. I'm sure it's going to be great. And also shoutouts to Overclock Ultimate 3. They run the best monthlies in the Northeast straight up for Ultimate, really. At the Balance Patch, great venue, great food, really nice location on Commonwealth Ave over by Boston University. Beautiful area. Go take a walk in the Esplanade, play some Ultimate. It's going to be good. And
of course, the designer, the genius, Spiff, definitely someone who has come out of this community, and this community loves him and definitely supports him, and he supports us as a sponsor. So use the code SHINE2019 for free shipping on any of his stuff, including the new Akira collection he just put out, which is insane looking. You can see the model there wearing one of the pieces from that collection. And Hitbox Arcade. Hitbox Arcade, my friend Cameron is working with them as their kind of social media guy, but he was kind of telling me his story behind why he got involved with this, and he was really having trouble continuing to play Melee, and he found out about the Smashbox and the first Hitbox design, and hopped on that, and it's been really game-changing for him as a device. So if it's something that you're interested in, the flat Melee play style, if you're here at Shine, if you're watching this, please go check that out, and if you're not here, please go to their website to get a little bit more info on that. That being said, I'm Mr. Binready. I'm probably going to be here all weekend, so you'll see me around. Stock Money. Yeah. First time working with you, man. It was great. I had a blast.
Pleasure, my man.
Hopefully we can do it again
pleasure.
sometime.
Yeah, no
Shine,
doubt.
thanks for having us. We'll be back soon.
Till then.